Hi, my name is Greg Hempfling. I am 22 years old and I was born August 10th, 1999. I am currently attending Gateway Technical College for an applied science degree, an associate's in applied science degree. Um, uh, Fun fact about me, I, uh, I have a nickname from childhood that's followed me into adulthood called Doodlebug because it originated from my long eyelashes and blue eyes when I was a baby. Uh, Interestingly enough, this has followed me to my job as well. Recently, I went into work. One of my coworkers had found it out from my family, and everybody was calling me that name that day. So that was a shock, to be sure. Um, I originally grew up on a farm on a riverside property in Hebron called Valley Orchards. It was a 50-acre property or so, and uh, I was there until I was about 14 years old, and then we moved around a little bit, and I ended up buying land recently again. I bought 5 acres in Dry Ridge, and it's been nice to get back to having land. Um, I currently work at Nubia, which is a car part manufacturing company. I am a electrical apprentice, and the apprenticeship, basically the first 6 months, you do what's called boot camp, where you're making these parts, but you're not allowed to use electrical tools. It all has to be done by hand. So hacksaws, files, Brillo pads, sandpaper, any of that is okay, but you're not allowed to use any electrical tools at all, which was interesting. Um, and then they grade you on them as well. After that, you go into what's called rotation, where you go around different buildings and you get put with a mentor who's been there and is full time electrical. Um, and if the building ends up liking you, then you stay in that building. Whereas if they don't like you or if you're not a fit for their building, then you get put in a different building. But uh, basically, what I do for my apprenticeship and my job is I troubleshoot cabinets and I work with my mentor to learn the machines better. So, a few hobbies of mine would be I have a Harley Davidson Lowrider S. It stems from me growing up with my father having a Harley, so naturally I would want one. I ended up buying one in 2019 or 2020. I think it's 2020. My gaming computer, which stems from childhood games with my cousins and my close friends, and it was a very big part of my childhood, as well as sports. But um, sports was a big part of my childhood. I I played football. I played AAU basketball. Uh, I wrestled when I was in school still. Um, so yeah, um, my apprenticeship, like I said, uh, 6 month boot camp into however long you remain in a building, as well as in total it would be 6 years schooling, and that's just due to the contract, 3.5 years school and then 3 years on after. Um, uh, my hobbies, they stem from my family, really. I'm very family oriented. So this has been a little biography about me. Thank you for listening.